It is undeniable that the advent of social networks and technologies in general have provided us with a lot of entertainment, especially with the popularizations of short videos, now here on YouTube as Shorts and on Instagram as Reels, which are resource access. Quite frequently, after all, Brazil is among the 3 countries that most access digital media in the world. But have you ever stopped to reflect on the effects of excessive use of these technological resources? Or how would that be able to cause change in your brain? Hello, my name is Emily Gloria. Welcome to my channel, and today's video I will discuss how the excessive use of social networks can cause brain changes, as well as the biblical awareness about self-control. So watch this video to the end and make your own conclusions. Subscribe to the channel to be part of our community of intellectual Christians, and let's share knowledge in this generation. Firstly, you can highlight here a study published in the World Psychiatry Journal that integrated information from the early studies conducted by researchers at Oxford University, Harvard University, and Manchester University. This study is entitled The Online Brain: How the Internet May Be Changing Our Cognition. All this to understand the way the digital universe has been altering the human brain, especially in areas associated with the attention and memory. In this context, the study found that waiting or taking notifications often reduces gray matter in areas of the prefrontal cortex that is related to focus, causing individuals to perform poorly on tasks that require attention. To better understand these questions, let's remember that the prefrontal cortex is an area located right in the center of your forehead, and it's this important region that is responsible for our cognitive functions, such as attention, operational memory, planning, and reasoning. And this way you can understand that becomes quite harmful to accustom the brain to be entertained with the access of superficial stimuli from social networks. The habit of speeding up audios on WhatsApp, for example, only makes the central nervous system adapt to this new immediacy context, and tasks that require more patience and high levels of attention, like reading a book or watch longer videos, can cause demotivation and anxiety. In addition, the excessive use of screens creates a behavior called multitasking behavior. That is, the brain gets used to doing several activities at the same time. And this is not healthy, because it creates barriers that hinder sustained attention to a single activity. Imagine then, you have just woken up, and when you enter Instagram, you start watching one reel after another reel. Then you go to Facebook and start consuming several random publications, checking notifications, messages from Telegram or WhatsApp during the rest of the day. All this, if you count it, is an excess of stimuli, excess of emotions, and different informations that the brain starts to process and store in the memory in a temporary way, and according to experts and neuroscience, this behavior somehow fragments the attention, making it more and more limited, which is unnatural because our mind was not designed to work this way. So, about this, the Bible runs up in Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Obviously, it's not God's will that we be intellectually lazy, but that we can be transformed through the renewal of our mind. In this context, we can understand that the act of renewing can also be understood as a new beginning to create new habits, which stimulate the cognitive functions of our brain. But this does not mean that total abandonment of digital media. After all, they are elements that are part of our postmodern culture. However, you should not allow this to dominate us. The Apostle Paul reminds us, everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything. In other words, in our context, this means that we are free to use social media, but we cannot let ourselves be dominated by it. So, thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to share with the people who need to hear this word. God bless you, and see you in the next video.